I missed yesterday. But I could barely sit up. Yeah! I wanted to look semi-professional for today's stream. So we're back to 1.0. The kitten is very angry. I may need to... I think I still have any pictures of her on here. Do I? Oh no! I no longer have the pictures of the cat anymore on here. Oh wait. Okay. Now, there obviously is going to be spoilers. I was gonna hold off on this specific stream, specifically because Mocha has not caught up yet, so she has no idea about the deal. But a lot of things happened in the most recent chapter, being it was a full chapter instead of a half one. So we got 35 pages, and a lot happened within those. So I feel like possibly, I'm gonna hope that the most recent bad guy is gonna be wrapped up, and then we can actually get to the answer of the deal. So that's the main reason why this stream is being happening now, because I need to get my thoughts before the answer is revealed. Because if I can't do like this full-on thread and be tweaking out if I already have the answer. It's been maybe like a year and a half since the deal has been made or something, so we don't have an answer still. Yeah, keep on. This is about an anime that I keep yapping about. So we're pretty much doing an entire flowchart of how everything is, and I did get photos of everybody, and I will be putting descriptions of their names and their abilities. So even if you haven't seen the anime, you can still be somewhat understanding. I think on a couple of images, if I just so happen to mention the character in the chart, I'll bring an image of the character as well, even if they're not entirely a part of the thread. But I feel like I need to add as much context as possible. I have about 15 to 20 photos that I grabbed specifically for this stream. And I was like jotting down notes in like an IRL notebook. I'm like, okay, here's the things I'm gonna need to know. I've been waiting to tell Mocha and have her be able to hear me ramble about this, but she's yet to catch up. So I've just been tweaking alone, so this is my chance to just be able to just ramble. Knock on wood, but it seems the kitten has calmed down. Never mind, I hear her still crying. She's too tiny to be able to like run around the house safely. So she's still in like a small kennel. She has food and water. She's fine. And she's been out all day. She's been laying on my desk and fucking with my keyboard and watching like the monitors. But she's mad right now. Hello. Hi. Other news. My most newest piece of merch will be here in a couple of days. I will be posting an image. I'll be posting photos of the merch on my members' posts on YouTube. So you guys will see it first before I show it to everybody else. Mainly because I'm really excited and I want to show somebody. But then I'll be ruining things. So, I'm going to show everyone first. I don't have an acrylic figure yet. I am working on the ornaments. There'll be a wooden ornament. I'm working on the art now. I just need to color it. I plan on having it be double-sided with a different variant on the other side. So far, that's all you get for now. And I also plan on doing a sticker of it too. But I'm not big enough for the acrylic figure. I do want them. Trust me, that's not something I don't want. But I also don't want an acrylic figure that's just my model standing there. I would want to get like a key pose. So I'll probably commission my art mama to do the posing. Because I would prefer if my first ever like acrylic figure, I want my mama to do it. Even if it's expensive art-wise. I wouldn't be able to be a VTuber if it wasn't for her drawing me. Yes, I was giving her monies, but also she could have said, nah, I don't want to do design, and then tell me to go away. But she did it! She wanted to draw me, so I want to have her draw my key pose and my key visuals. I think a T-pose would unironically be a perfect tree topper decoration. Maybe I can just get big enough and just have a tree topper as a merch item. I don't see why that wouldn't be possible. I don't know, I'm too small right now. I will put it into the notes for future things. So I have that I've been working on. I do plan on doing a GTA stream that's extra long to pretty much counteract the fact that I took a day off when I really didn't want to. Because I really wanted to do an entire full month without taking breaks, but I got really sick and I physically could not stand. So I'm like, fuck, I'm sorry. I did add to the donathon if it goes over, because like I was asked about, well, what happens if you go like over the goal? So pretty much I said if it goes over 300 plus, I will show Anna bikini toggle to my 2.0, and I will stream like, I don't know, water park simulator with that. And if it goes to 3,500, which I doubt, I'll have a Sazawa debut. Other than that, I have no like rewards for like if it goes over, cause like I don't need anything. I plan on saving for a car, but I'm not doing a donut for it. I'll just be saving. But I'm excited. Shiro 2.0. I've been showing off a lot. So I mean, it's gonna be the new me. So I am gonna plan on using this model a little bit more frequently, so it actually gets used. Or soon, I won't have it. I won't have it forever. I realize now. Can I? Things are a bit difficult. Okay. Oh, I didn't want to zoom in. What's the current goal above my head for? That's for the 2.0. So that'll be for my 2.0 model. I've been showing a bunch of pictures of it, which I have Sadly, not on hand due to this specific stream. I couldn't. In Lucid Chart, I couldn't do like a folder for all the images, so it's all just my recently downloaded. And there were some in there that I'm like, I don't want to have to see that. So I had to remove like, all the photos from my downloaded specifically for the stream. So this is pretty much the thing. I have an aqua, so you get to see my mouse looking like this. We're not gonna question my mouse, we're just going to accept it. Okay. Now, I've never used this website before, but I've seen a lot of memes on it. So, like, I understand somewhat how it works, but not really. But as I was saying, I think you guys would be able to see this part. Or is this not something you can see? Oh, you can see the images in here. So I did all that bullshit for nothing. Oh. Either way, we need to pull out the 2-man images. For context, we have the Armed Detective Agency. We have the agency, and we have the Port Mafia. And I have images for everything. Because I wanted to make sure the people knew what was going on. Funnily enough, the Port Mafia is I want the images to be the same size though. Funny enough, the Port Mafia is all 5 of these buildings. So the boss will be in the big one at the top. Yeah, it's a mafia, but it's cute. Is smack dab in the middle of Yokohama, and that's because they have a business license in order to be a legal company. So they're in a legal business. I have yet to figure out how the fuck that makes sense. It's just nuts. We just don't question it. And then we have the bosses. I'll figure the bosses too. This stream is literally just gonna be me fucking tweaking. I fear bosses. So I plan on adding all the images and then start. I think the easiest case of action would be to do all the images. Yeah, the front company is called Mori Corp, which is this man. Mori Corp, he's a doctor. He's just a doctor. He was a doctor for the previous boss of the Port Mafia, which I do have an image of him too, even though, like, he looks half dead in the image, but, I mean, he does exist. Previous boss of the Port Mafia, he was the Port Mafia doctor. Okay. We need the manga panel. And we need this one too. Maybe we should start labeling them as we go. Because it's gonna get... And then eventually, I'm gonna have to pull out my fucking markers and start doing lines. My goodness. Okay, we need texts. We have... Oh, I can't fucking see that. I'm blind. I'll have to make this bigger. Maybe a bigger way. Yeah, I've never used this website. I'm not sponsored, but I figured this would be the best one unless I was gonna do all this in like fucking MS Paint, and I feel like that would have been a lot more difficult. How the fuck do I add text again? Okay. My spelling's gonna be bad. Why can't I shift click and make it bigger? Okay. Oh, now it wants to work? Armed Detective Agency. What the hell is this? I don't want a sticky note. How do I get rid of this? I just wanted to add text though. Like I did here. Oh. The Port Mafia is trying to be a mail. The Port Mafia is trying to mail me a box of corn dogs. Should I be concerned? Depends. Depends on who in the Mafia sent it to you. Mafia. Then I have to sit there and get. Why can't I move this? Oh, my bad. I was tweaking for no reason. Yeah, I fear this is gonna get out of hand very quickly. Cause I mean, I have to put every single member of the agency here. When it comes to the Mafia, there's only like maybe like 4 people I need to add to like actually make sense. I also have to have my second monitor to make sure names are spelt correctly. Cause like I know how to spell their names. I want to make sure I'm spelling their names correctly. I'm also dyslexic, so that's also a bit of a thing. Control-C, Control-V. Why is the text white? I can't read that. What text highlight? Why would the default be white? The hell? Why would that be? Because a lot of the names have the things on it which I don't have access to on a normal keyboard. Being, whatever these are. Wow. The little, like, little things. Avid tweaker and VTuber. You guys have no idea. This motherfucker has no name, or if he does, I physically could not find it. He's only ever referred to as boss or the previous boss. I've never once seen his name said. That's not meaning that his name doesn't exist. I just, in fact, could not find it. And then this would be Mori killing the Port Mafia boss, because this is important. I will be taking an entire picture of this and posting it on Twitter so everyone else can see how badly I tweet. I should probably put a note there too. But for whatever reason, chat wanted me to do a BSD stream for whatever reason. This is for context as well. Okay. Pretty much. No. We can't be like crashing already. Check the inside. Yeah, so he is in fact unnamed. So fine, just old. Looks like I spelled it wrong. Anyways, I want to change the text in it because I spelled it wrong. How do I change it? Oh, there you go. Yeah, we make it a little bit of buffering due to weather. Okay. Now we are gonna have to come out here a little bit to start importing a bunch of people. Yeah, if you can see, probably holy shit. For whatever fuck ass reason, I think I didn't get a picture of Kunikita. Looks like we need him too. I forgot one of the people. I'm gonna go semi in order of how they are introduced. Kunikita would be not like he'd be like, I don't know, 3rd or 4th in the agency. In fact, I could be wrong, so do not fucking quote me. For going based in order, we're gonna get Rampo. So we have Rampo. Images are not gonna be to scales to everybody. So Rampo, Yoshino. I couldn't find a landscape version of her that wasn't I would say like nice. I don't wanna add a fucking PDF. What the hell? We'll put Tani Izaki in here. Is that okay? Atsushi. I don't know why I'm crashing so much though. This one the people may recognize. Maybe if more of his bandages were shown, he'd be recognized better. Kinsey. Yeah, there was a fucking lot in the agency. But like, it's needed. The context is needed though, is the problem. Kyoka. That one's like Mocha's favorite. And then I have to go through and fucking name all of them. Where the fuck is Kunikita? I just added him! Where the fuck is Kunikita? Portrait form calls for a gigantic picture frame of the fireplace. Well, I couldn't find an image of her being landscape was the image. I'm just like, fuck it. I guess you could be different. It's fine, I guess. For whatever reason, I'm missing somebody and it's not in my image gallery. He's important though. Where the fuck is he? I imported him! Fine, I'll copy and paste them over. There we go. We had to take the long road. We got Kunikita. Who am I missing? Ah, the Muffin. Thank you. This one would probably be the one you've seen in the most memes, would probably be Dazai. But I believe that is all of the agency members. Now we get to go in and name them all. Because people aren't really gonna know who the fuck everyone is. I guess we'll start at the top. Yeah, this stream I don't think is really going to be like the most, I don't know, thrilling. But can you let me type? Thank you. Double? D-O-B-B-O? I don't know how to spell his name. Yeah. Doing first and last names. Make it real professional. What?! Kida. Also, all of these people are based off of real people by the same names and or names of a character in a book. No, they're all based off of the person who wrote them. Atsuchi's name, I think, has the city things in it. No, it doesn't. I don't need it to be fucking highlighting. Unhighlight. What the hell? There you go. Atsushi Nakajima. Never mind, I don't know what that one is. Yeah, this stream's going to be, I fear, really chaotic. Tanizaki has a long ass name. I can't spell his first name. I'm not adding Taniyazaki's sister since he does not have an ability and is not important, I fear. Kind of mean to say, but I do fear she is not important to the plot. The deal was, I should probably actually put what the deal was between the things. Port Mafia helps ADA in favor of one ADA member in being transferred to the port. Mori's choosing. That is, bro, can I like, the hell is that? I don't need that fucking ass arrow. I want to like, yeah. There you go. So like, I see no Aaron. What? All of the artillery. I know. This is pretty much the entire reason why most of the agency members are here and like none of the Port Mafia will be mentioned. Because he's going to pick out an agency member. But we don't know what member that he's picking because it is yet to be told to us. So that's pretty much is what's making me tweak, is I don't know who is picked. That's been the main problem and the reason for this entire fucking stream. Which I mean makes sense from the title of it, the optimal solution, because that is what Mori says. You will always pick the most. Learning so much tonight? Yeah. The problem is that you probably can ask a question about this show and I would probably be able to in fact tell you exactly what's going on. That's been the main thing. Akiko? I realize now I did all of this and I also have to put all their fucking abilities because that's also in fact important and that's something I didn't mean to do. So my chart's gonna have to be a lot bigger and I fear this may have to be a two-parter and I don't want to make it that. But there's also something, because each of them have an ability. That's why that's why Naomi, Karizaki's sister, is not being added because she would not be an optimal solution to be picked. She has no ability and is kind of just a receptionist. But I mean, Rumpo also doesn't have an ability, but also he's like good at his hour. So I would say he would be on the list of candidates. But each their own. Now, Kyoka I know has, yeah, a thingy in her name. Okay, I thought so. I don't want a fuck ass sticky note! Okay, everyone's named. I know Zero BSD here. I fear this is gonna get chaotic very quickly. The Port Mafia also has to be put to 24. Why is Atsushi so small? I do not want these. I wanted to like drag it out so his name's long. Why can't I? Why can't I do this? It's not what I wish to do. Oh. My bad. Oh! So love getting geek like this. The thing is, this is the only thing I can geek out about because this is the only thing I have any form of like anything. I guess we can add the sticky notes of their ability. Abilities will probably have to be copied and pasted because if I was to sum them up, I would probably miss a lot of things. Mainly because I fear. I mean, I guess I can give them all their orange. Now we're just gonna do normal fucking yellow. Why you can't see what that is? Why the fuck can't you see it? The non-canon ships? Well, there isn't really any canon relationships in this show at all. Why is the full thing not here though? That's what I wanted. That was the point of me adding the sticky note. Okay, the entire bit that I copied and pasted in here. What is that? Did I not copy the entire fucking thing? Or am I just like fucking tweaking? And you can see that. Ah! Where'd it go? Why the hell doesn't the full thing go in there? That's what I'm not. That's what I'm not understanding. You know what? Can I just like fucking drag the fucking words over? Oh, so I can just scale the film. Oh, so I can copy and paste the words over like that. You know what? Fuck it. We're just gonna do that and just put it in the sticky note. I don't care. Based the hell out of me. I wish to type in it though. This board is not made in. She can pretty much bring up. Yeah, so her ability is called Demon Snow. She can bring in a demon. I guess I could put a picture of her ability for context. There you go. I feel like that one is a little bit of context because like he doesn't have like a picture of his ability because his ability is he can just touch you. That's it. His ability, the best I can explain it would be like Aizawa from My Hero, how he can look at you and turn your quirk off. He can touch you and turn your ability off. That's been that's his thing. So pretty much if you just have an ability from like a range, just don't let him touch you and you'll be fine. And it seems that North is home too. So I'm gonna mute myself right quick. Why can't I? No. We're not doing 6-7. That's not needed. Why can't I put this on my top of the sticky note like I could last time? Okay. Now him, I could probably get a picture of his ability to make more sense. Maybe there'll be like a his ability is dead ass, just like a fucking notebook he writes in now. There's not really like a picture of him using it. He just owns a notebook. That's it. The thing is, I don't. Even he doesn't know how his fucking book works. has the power to turn you off by touching you. Yes, but was literally me. I mean, that's why I don't have an image of his ability, since like, would you recommend use this spark to a friend or colleague? I don't know yet. I'll give you a 5. I'm not giving you feedback. Just let me give you numbers. This is gonna kill like really quickly. Yeah, I'm not gonna. This is gonna have to be a two-parter. I didn't want to make it a two-parter. I want to finish up the agency. Do some. Man, I guess I don't even have to draw lines. I could just do like the fucking arrows. I mean, does that look cleaner, or should we go like the chaotic mess and actually like draw the lines out to everybody? I feel like this part would look cleaner. I'll put my cat on the mic. I don't know if she'll actually sit still though, if I bring her over here. Or an Atsushi. I think there's probably move Atsushi down. Because Atsushi needs to be down here for other things. Okay, Atsushi, we're moving you. We'll put Kenji up here. Kenji doesn't need to be. Mainly because he has some form of connection to the Mafia. So we're going to need them semi-separate than the others. I wouldn't say he's directly connected, but he's connected adjacently to where he would be an option to be picked. So we're gonna bring him down here too. And he will have to need a picture of his ability to make sense. Bro, why can't you just let me fucking copy my sit form? Ah, there's a fucking longway. Yeah, that's the thing, is he would be indirectly adjacently connected to the Port Mafia, but he isn't from the Port Mafia, is the thing. Only 3 of them have been from the Mafia. So it only really makes sense. There you go. I don't know why the text is small though. Now with him, I will get a picture of his ability, because his ability would need some form of context. The thing is that he has like 3 different fucking forms though. Let me bring the sticky note over. What? Okay. We do that one. And then he can also just turn completely into a tiger. Which also should probably be put down as well. But the thing is, like, I know most of you have no idea any of this. So he has like 2 forms. He got like a hybrid form. And then he can just turn like whole ass into a whole ass tiger, cause like, why not? Tiger King. I'm gonna have to. Well, she calmed down a bit now. But all of these people need sticky notes too. Is there a tree? Actually, there is a man with an ability with a tree. His ability dead ass. He can just do tree scent. He's not important, so I don't need him. But I will show him. John Steinbeck. He can like cut himself and then insert a seed and then grow the plant, and then he can trap you with his roots. He's insane. He's part of, I think, the guild. Yeah, I think he's a guild, so he is unimportant to what we need right now. But for once, a tree can be mentioned. So we're gonna do their abilities, and then I will get her ability is fucking long as hell. Whatever. Mainly because it's late and I need to eat. Oh yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. I do not wish to type in it though. Put her sticky note here. And find a way to fit this bitch in there. Rumple is the only one on this list to not have an ability, but could in fact be counted as someone that could in fact be picked. No, I don't want that. Simply due to the fact of he's just extremely smart. So she is a nurse. So she is the agency's doctor. And she can heal any wound, but you have to be half dead or near death to do it. So for instance, if you broke your finger, she would have to like pretty much almost kill you. Like take out a chainsaw and practically kill you in order to heal your broken finger. So the agency is a tad scared of her, which I don't blame. Because I mean, if you get an injury, you have to go see the doctor. The doctor would have to like almost kill you. So we have this one. But I hate being half sleepy. Cause I'm still, I tried to have some melatonin that seems to have made me quite worse. I do not think it genuinely helped me in the slightest. Now, off stream, I may alter my thing slightly. Due to the fact that I need her moved over here, down here somewhere. So we'll probably move Rumple up, bring Kyoka down. Because Kyoka used to be in the Port Mafia, and then Dazai used to be in the Port Mafia, and so as you saw, Yoshino. So all of them have to be moved over, because they have to have lines over here. I'll give you something to cry about. Pretty much. Atsushi And Taniyazaki got really injured, and so did his sister. Got really injured on a mission, and she literally pulled out a chainsaw in order to heal them. Which I mean would be fucking insane. Rompo's ability is ultra deduction. He doesn't have an ability in the sense of everybody else. He's just really smart. That's it. That's his ability. His ability is being a smart ass. I wanted a sticky note. Thank you. His ability we went over. He just touches you and turns yours off. That's it. Even it's been talked about and not stated at all that since his ability is to nullify abilities, if Kunikida was to make a gun with his ability and then shoot Dazai, would it in fact kill him or not, since the gun is a product of the ability? But Dazai's been shot before and bled and gone to a hospital before. Yoshino was out, so she cannot be helpful this time. Gotta do that, all lines connect where they need to without overlapping. That's the thing, is I don't want them entirely overlapping, but I could in fact just use the built-in lines. For whatever reason, these I can just... I could in fact just use the built-in ones. But like, then you can't really see them all that good. I mean, I guess I could make them red. This works, it works. So we can either do it that way, so it looks cleaner, or we could go the more chaotic way and start drawing like that. This reminds me when I was an Asian man. What does that mean? Taniyazaki also needs a big ass sticky note. Cause the thing is, I wasn't gonna put their abilities, but I forgot how important the abilities are to what would make like that person a good choice for the Mafia. Him, I feel like could be in fact a contender. His ability could be, I would say, pretty fucking useful when it comes to like Mafia work, cause he can, his ability Light Snow can pretty much, it's used to create an artificial snowball to hide himself, and he's good at stealth, so he can pretty much just make an illusion and then go do something that way. He's pretty much outsmarted them before. This kid, Kinsey, he's 14. His ability is pretty much just, he's the Hulk. That's like the most simplest way to describe it. Is that when he's hungry, he's just insanely strong. And that's it. There's like no other way to describe his ability other than that. He can lift cars and just throw them at you. Yeah, this is gonna be an insane fucking... Whenever this is done, and I fully flesh it out, it's going to be quite a lot. Did I? And then these two also have an ability that aren't really needed, but I mean, I guess would not hurt to add. Cause in my thing, these two made a deal for an agency member, so I don't see how he would be able to pick the boss to join. Cause like that wouldn't really make sense. Like, oh, I'm gonna pick an agency member. I'm like, haha, plot twist. I'm gonna pick you instead. I don't know how I could make that one the same color though. Oh. Yeah. I have no other way how to describe his ability other than if you're a member of the agency, you can just control your ability because he, I don't know, is just goated that way. I have no idea how to explain his ability in a way that makes sense. Lori's ability I would also need to bring up a picture of, because his ability is like a whole ass person. In the thing. This one gets copied in with a bunch of Japanese text for whatever reason. So I will, for context wise, since I know a lot of you, I would say most of you, have no idea what this is, or any bit of the anime. But a lot of people have wanted a BSD stream so I can just tweak out, I guess. Okay, so his was a lot more words than I originally anticipated. This is back. So pretty much he can just summon a whole ass child and then she'll do all the work for him. That's pretty much it. I don't know if there's like a picture of Elise doing the ability. I guess this one works. Wait, he can just summon a whole ass person. So we'll bring Elise in here too, for context sake. So he pretty much just has her, like, she kind of just follows him around. And the best way to, like, describe Elise would just be a Pokemon. So he's Apple. Well, technically, she's not a real person. She's like a manifestation of his ability. Oh, poor Mafia boss, downside the delivery. And then, there you go. We got this far in an hour. This is gonna take so much. We may need to leave it here though. Can I not like full screen this thing? Templates. I think this should be able to just like full screen this thing, but I guess not. I don't need to be private mode. Oh, this entire time there was a full screen option. Okay. Well, you have at least piqued my interest enough to add BSD to the backlog of anime shaped like a pistol. And I see now that is pretty much correct. It's just a normal American Florida thing. So pretty much, I need to move this, but it seems that I can just move them all at the same time, which makes things quite easier. No, I don't want to move Dazai's thing. Oh, we need you over here. We'll romp over here, and then I'll just have to manually move this thing. Kyoko's not really fitting. Okay, we're gonna have to do some moving. What the fuck am I gonna move these to make these look right? He's not entirely connected, so he can be moved over here. Then Kyoko can be moved here. Because Dazai I know is gonna have to have a 9 going down here, and so is Atsushi. Because he's Mafia adjacent, so we can like, we're gonna have to do a line over here somehow. I know in my head what needs to be done. It's the fact of actually figuring out how to make it look nice also. I've also never used this specific, I've never used this, thing before. So I'm not really sure how it works. But, I mean, honestly, I would say it's pretty beginner friendly. All things considered. Whatever. That works. There's still a bunch of things I need to add. Like, he was also in the Mafia, which is him here. Which he has to be down here with somebody else. He's also connected to here because he's connected to a different member. She was just in the Mafia. Like, she has an entire arc. Now, the entire thing boils down to this man made a deal with this man because the agency was in trouble. And the agency didn't have the, like, firepower in order to defeat the enemy. So the Mafia, being the Mafia, is like, okay, I'll help you, but under one condition. So one of these members has to be transferred to the Port Mafia, and we have yet to figure out who that is. And if any of them leave the agency, it's gonna be like a big blow to the agency. So it's pretty much what happens. This one is like a melee, because he kicked him out by killing his friend. Because he was scared that he would do the same thing to him. This is what this manga panel is talking about. So Dazai at 15 in the Mafia, Mori killed the old boss to become the boss, and made Dazai witness it. So he can be like, oh well, he wrote the will for him to be the boss. So therefore, there's that. So at 18, he left the Mafia and joined the agency at like 22. Alright, 20. He's when he's like 20. He's 22 now. He's 22, 26, 18, 14, 14, 24, I think, maybe. And he's 18. And he's like, these were like 45 or something like that. 40, 45, around there. Atsushi's the main character. If this was confusing, he's technically the main character. The first episode starts off with him, and then he finds him, and then he finds him, and then they do their own thing, and then slowly everyone else gets introduced. But like, he's technically the main character, and sometimes you just won't see him for like 5 episodes. Like an entire season goes by, you don't see this man once. Gone. But this seems to be as much as I can put in for it now. But I feel like this is pretty good. And then we'll hold a vote on... Is it Mondo Burger? I do not know. Actually, this man should not be trusted at all. So we'll probably do it that way. Like with the red line still, but more or less connecting like this way instead. So at least the lines will be there, but they'll be a little bit more nice looking. And then Mori can also be connected to the Port Mafia boss. Oh, no. But I don't like it going through the thing though. Let's remove this up here. And then again, I don't know how to connect this image all the way back down to fucking Daw's Eye without it cutting through half the things. 10-hour stream? The thing is, I could probably go on for not longer if I didn't have things to do. If anything, I'll line it on stream, but things will have to be moved around. Cause she also has some connections that have to be done too. That's the main thing, is the fact that there's so many lines that have to be done. Oh, I would like a new line, please. That are the lines over crossing people. It makes it to where it's hard to see. Which is why I have... Where the fuck do my things go? Which is why I had the idea of using the marker. Because at least then it'll be a lot easier to see everything. But... Good night. So I think we'll stop it here before I get way too insane. But we will have to make it a part 2 because there's quite a bit more things I need to add. And then probably some context wise. As much as I would like to go on, I still have quite a bit to do. is the main thing. Face drop line. What? See, that doesn't say the main thing is that I also have a bunch of things to do after stream. So as much as I would love to continue, I just have things to do. I'm busy. I'm also still half sick from yesterday, but I still wanted to stream today, so that's why I'm like, instead of doing GTA, which is like, I need to be locked in before, this one I can just yap and do things. And I know it's something that chat's been asking for. They wanted me to do a BSD stream since I keep yapping about it. So yeah, I'll do one. So, this is part 1 of part 2. I hate that I have to break it up though. You have a knife, we probably understand. I know, but still, I'm like, oh yeah, we do this whole event for my birthday, and then I didn't even make it to like 5 days before leaving. We need artist Shiro as the crazy guy in front of the board with the pins and pixels. This is what this entire stream is pretty much being. Is Mori is the type of guy who, and I quote, will always look for the optimal solution. Therefore, this is what this stream is and is going to be. Which member of the agency is the optimal solution for Mori to pick? Dazai makes sense due to the fact that he was a previous executive of the Port Mafia, but Mori pretty much drove him out because he was scared he was gonna kill him, like he did the previous boss, and then take over the boss as the Port Mafia. So like, in my head, he wouldn't really want to bring him back if he already kicked him out, pretty much. But he's on the list because, I mean, it makes for context wise, he needs to be on the list. Yoshino, I feel is a pretty heavy pick. Would make sense based on what I will be adding about her. And Atsushi would be a really big pick. Rampo would be really good at like schematics. So him and Dazai, if they need like a mission layout, like if they needed to do a mission, they would have Dazai and Rampo figure out the logistics of it, like the schematics, the plans, everything like that. So Rampo would be really good for that, but Rampo doesn't got an ability, and he wouldn't fucking listen for shit. Who are my top 3? Let's go back to the board. I don't know if I can say the names and like everyone will know what the hell I'm talking about. Dazan is a big one. I can point with my ear. We got Dazan, he's good. Chuya is not here. He is not pictured yet. I'll probably add Chuya right quick so people would know. You guys bought me a body pillow with Dazai and Chuya on it, which is currently on my couch. So we have Chuya Mafia. He's needed for context wise as well. I'm bringing a line down for him. Then all the lines here. Line to you. 9 down to you. Yeah, the lines got pretty insane quite fucking quickly. So it does look, I can like kind of maneuver the line so maybe it'll look better. That was a design. Shuri's really good. I like Gromblii. Like picking a top 3 is really hard though. I have these two, but then I can't decide on a third one. Because there's also Atsushi, but there's also Akutagawa, which is also not pictured yet. And if I continue, the stream will go on forever. That is my fear. Ooh, I made a tiny. Yeah, this stream would get out of hand really quickly, as you can see. It's because it was easier to point with my model at the time. Ear pointer, the new media. As you can see up here on the donathon, or on the feet here. This one's nice. Also my profile, and this one's supposed to be my throne, but it's broken. Okay, look, this is like literally the only show that I can do this with. Other than this, I have like nothing. This is the only thing I have that I can actually just yap about, like pretty much indefinitely when it comes to this. And this one specific question has been brought up quite a bit as of recently due to the newest chapter dropping. Since the new chapter was 35 pages, a lot of things happened. An executive of the Port Mafia that's just been chilling in the basement for like 8 years. 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 7 years. He's pretty much been chilling in the basement for like 7, 8 years. He locked himself down there. Said, I'm not coming out until something happens and I have to. He stays down there. This is the first time he's been shown in the main manga instead of like a light novel that's like specifically a different character's backstory. This is like the first time he's ever shown. So that's important. And since the one thing is wrapping up, so I'm like, wow, shit, now I have to like do my fucking tweak stream before the thing happens. So it makes sense. That's been the most chaotic. The stream will get worse as I add more things and more lines. But this will be the part 1 to 2 parts. But Daze broke his bungo and can no longer stray his dogs. Well, bungo stray dogs roughly translates to literary dogs. Because all of the characters are based off of people who have wrote books and or like poets. They all are the authors. So I have one of Dase's books, and I plan on getting a few other books from the characters in the show, like their IRL counterparts, which is really big for me as a dyslexic reader. To be like, oh, I want to read a book, and I buy it. Like literally today, I was researching something, and like Fyodor Dostoevsky popped up, and I wasn't even looking at anything bungo related. But since Fyodor is a popular author, he's a popular Russian author, he popped up when I was researching things. And I'm like, bro, this isn't even about you. So there's been that. I hardly ever spoke yesterday. And this is the most I've spoken 2 days. I will see everyone tomorrow for part 2. I also plan on doing my GTA stream. Don't worry, I'm bringing it back. Eventually, I need to buy a new chair. Oh, fine. My chair has no armrests, and it's really, really uncomfortable. And I'm crossing traffic. Since my streaming chair has no armrests and it's really uncomfortable, that's the main reason why I can't stream for like very long periods of time without me constantly moving around. Because it really hurts after a while. Okay. Officially. I'll see everyone tomorrow for part 2 of this stream. Hopefully you guys liked me just tweaking out. I feel like the stream wasn't the most interesting, but I mean, I'm doing it anyways because I want to. This is like documentation of me being just absolutely being like just tweaking. I will be working on my Christmas art so I can have that posted before Thanksgiving. I want to have it posted. So if you do buy it, you can probably have it in time if you do want to put it on your Christmas tree. If you do celebrate Christmas. If you do just, I don't know, you can put it on like a door or something. Hang it on the wall. Doesn't entirely have to be put on a Christmas tree. I'll probably post maybe a sneak peek or something of that on the memberships. So if you're a Stangeting Fox or higher, you'll be able to see top secret things. New merch soon. The sample should be in later this week. Which as much as I would like to wait till my birthday, the fact that it's coming a lot sooner than expected, I don't think I'm gonna be able to keep my traps up for long. This has been the most excited I've been for a merch release. And I'm hoping the sample looks good. Because if it doesn't, I fear I may cry. Shiro's bed is so fucking narrow, it has no armrest. It's my chair! My chair doesn't have any armrest. I will see everybody tomorrow. Also, there is a new sticker on the merch shop. You can now buy Gromblii's feet. Can't wait for part 25. Okay, it's not gonna go on there for long. It's not gonna go on for that long, I promise. Night. Shiro Naida, thank you for joining me in my tweaking stream. Part 2 soon. Thank you for coming. It means a lot. I didn't think many people would join. Thank you for coming. See you now.